Hi, my name is Mendy Vukir, and welcome to today's Slice of Shavuos. Shavuot morning, after a night of cheesecake and Torah, we're going to come to synagogue, and we're going to be reading the Megillah, the scroll, the story of Ruth. Ruth, the grandmother of King David, who risks it all and gives it all up in order to live a life of Torah, to become a Jew. To leave from being a Moabite to becoming a Moabite princess, to becoming a Jew. And our sages teach us something interesting. They say that the Megillah of Ruth is written, it doesn't contain any laws of do this or do that. Rather, it is taught to us, it was given to us in order to teach us one lesson: the reward for acts of loving kindness. A reward which we simply see with King David. Her great-grandson becomes King David, and eventually the Messiah himself is going to come from her family. But it's a bit of a strange statement. There are plenty of laws within the book of Ruth. We have laws dealing with modesty. There are laws there which dealing with how to deal with poor people. There are laws with dealing with inheritance. There are actually quite a bit of laws that we actually study and we know from the book of Ruth. So what does the Talmud mean to tell us that there's nothing that we've learned from the book of Ruth, except for the reward of loving kindness? Perhaps we can understand it as follows. Had Ruth never existed, had Ruth never had her moment of loving kindness, of giving it all up to help a woman named Naomi, her former mother-in-law, it can be, and it's probable, that we would have learned all these laws somewhere else. There's no shortage of rabbis. There's no shortage of wisdom among the Jewish people. There have been plenty of opportunity to study and get these laws. But there was one thing that was missing in the time of Ruth. In the time of Ruth, there was something missing among the Jewish people, namely loving kindness, doing acts of chesed, of giving. And not just giving for the act, but giving from a sense of love. That was missing among the Jewish people at the time of Ruth. Ruth truly lived the ideas of chesed, truly lived the ideas of loving kindness. And from her example of loving kindness, she came to understand all of Torah itself. She understood the core of it all, and from that, we are able to study and know how to live as a Jew. From the core of loving kindness, we're able to get to everything else, to laws of modesty, and to laws of giving, and of charity, and many, many, many more. As we now step into Shavuos, as we go into our own lives, it behooves us to maybe take a few moments and to think about how we can be greater givers in our lives. And taking a small step and being a greater Baal Chesed, an owner of kindness, not just to do acts of kindness, but to own it. That can change everything about our lives. That ripple effect will go further and further on in our own lives. And it will change not just our Shavuos this year, but will change our lives and humanity for the better. Have a beautiful Shavuos. Thank you for listening.